Video. What's going on, everybody? It is Nico Moreno here, and in this video, I'm going to be showing you how you can make money on TikTok. So, you do not need a large following. You can start from practically zero. You can see right here, I have 219 followers. This is my official account. So this is hardly any followers, hardly any likes, and not really that many views. So I'm going to show you how I have been generating on average about $6,000 per week, although I literally just started this like a couple of weeks ago. So there's, I think the potential is really, really high. But right now, I have already made essentially a full-time income in less than a month from TikTok. And I'm going to show you exactly how you can get started, follow in my footsteps, and start earning literally a full-time income just from your smartphone. All right. So if you're brand new to the channel, my name is Nico Moreno, and I help everyday people as well as experienced entrepreneurs generate more money and more sales on the internet, particularly using social media. If you're interested in that, be sure to subscribe and hit the like button so that you can get more videos and updates from me. Also, I'm going to leave my TikTok link down below. That way you can follow me and you can actually see this happen in real time, because part of this happens in real time with lives. But yeah, let's just dive right in. I'm going to keep this very simple, very straightforward, and show you how possible, like literally it is very, very possible. This has been going on for under 1 month. So anybody, I guarantee it. Like if you're trying to talk yourself out of why this won't work for you, stop doing that. It will work for you. All right. So you just got to give it a little time and a little patience, and you're going to start getting leads pouring in. So let us get started. First thing, what you need, I'm going to walk through my account and kind of the overall strategy, and I'm going to show you how you can get started too. All right. So let's dive in. First thing that you need is you obviously need a TikTok account. So you can go ahead and create your TikTok account. You might already have one. All right. You do not need to make a business account. You can use a personal account. And the reason for that is TikTok actually pushes out your content in a different way if you have a business account versus if you have a personal account. So I have a personal account here. So go ahead and just get your personal account started. And the reality is, like, I don't even have a link in my bio because I have too little followers. You can't even do that. You can't get a link in your bio until you have 1,000 followers, and I only have 219. So stop letting that be an excuse too. All right. It's very, very simple, very straightforward to get leads and get sales for your products. All right. Like I said, I've made around $6,000 from this profile with such little followers, such little likes, and such little views. So let me just dive right into the strategy. All right. So basically, what I do is I post short little videos with compelling scripts. Some of them have good compelling scripts, and I'll show you the scripts right now. And some of them are also kind of like funny, and they're just doing like kind of parodies of popular songs. All right. I'll also show you some of those. If you're uncomfortable doing, silly videos, you don't have to do them. Some of my videos are very straightforward. And then within the script, basically what you want to do is you want to get people to either comment or DM you a certain phrase, which you can see right here. My phrase is blueprint. And then, I'll send them the next steps to either purchase my products directly. It depends what products you are selling. So I'll walk you through mine, and then I'm going to help you figure out what is the best process for you. And then, that's really it. It depends on, your product and your sales process. So we'll get more into that in just a little bit. But rest assured, no matter what your product is, no matter what the price is, you can do this strategy. Okay. Let's dive in. So as you can see right here, I have, my face. I've got a nice, friendly looking photo on here. That's one thing that you want. You don't want to have a faceless profile on here. You want to have a picture of your face, and you want to have a clear, clear headline and a clear handle, right? So mine is Nico 7 Figures, Nico 7-Figure Entrepreneur. So if you're just starting out, you don't have to have necessarily anything that's untruthful about you. You can say let's say if you're a stay-at-home mom or a stay-at-home dad, and maybe you're helping stay-at-home dads with fitness, let's say, for example, you could say John, the fit stay-at-home dad, right? Or you could say, if your name is Layla and you do graphic design, you could say, Layla graphic designer, right? Just keep it very simple. Don't overthink it, all right? Overthinking on TikTok, honestly, is your enemy. TikTok, oh my gosh, it is actually the most simple platform that I've ever come across, and that's why I'm loving it. All right, so keep it very simple. Just picture of your face that looks friendly, and then keep your handle super obvious, super straightforward, and then you can create your name and keep that super obvious and super straightforward. Then you'll see right here I have a little bio. Basically, what am I helping people do here, right? If I'm in business, then that means I'm helping other people create a certain outcome, right? So here's the outcome that I'm helping people with on TikTok. TikTok tends to be a little bit more of a beginner platform, or there tend to be people on there who are a bit more. How do I say this? They're just typically they're scrolling on there in their free time, so it's maybe a little bit harder to capture super super high level people. Some of them are just more beginner in whatever area, so that's why I'm focusing on kind of like my beginner offers, so helping them leave their 9 to 5 in 90 days with my proven blueprint. Then I have a call to action. All right, I just tell them either DM or comment this phrase to start. All right, so you can do the exact same thing. If you already are lucky to have 1,000 followers, then you can actually put a link here, but you'll see I can't do that. And I've still been able to make this work. So yeah, for right now, I just have that phrase. Later on, I'll update with a link. So yeah, let's dive right into the actual content. So yeah, basically the thing about content on TikTok is you just want it to be very, very short, very engaging, and you want to capture people's attention. All right, so I'm going to show you a couple examples and I'll walk through the examples. We'll dissect these, we'll pick these apart. That way you can recreate your own. All right, so let me show you one that didn't do that well. And then we'll show a couple that did do well. And again, it's kind of random, right? There's really no perfect formula where you're always going to get it right. All right, so this one kind of didn't do that well. So I'm going to click on it and we'll watch the video and then I'll explain kind of like my thoughts about it and the strategy behind it. I went from literally unpacking boxes as my 9 to 5 to making $1 million online, but it was way harder than it needed to be. And I'm going to show you how to do it the easy way. This is what I wish I knew at the beginning of my journey so that I could have a much faster and easier start. Okay, so my feedback is I don't really get into it. I take a while to get into it. You'll see we are at... People struggle to get started online. We're at 17 seconds and I'm still kind of talking about what I wish I knew, why it was hard at the beginning, why I struggled at the beginning. So that's my feedback for myself. You really need to get to your main point within the first 5 seconds. Or like you got to hook them in 5 seconds or less and then move right on to the meat. All right. So, clearly I didn't do that effectively in this one. So it got about how many views? I think it was around 107 or no, less than 100. And you can see I got 0 comments. All right. 1 heart. That is all. So really not that good of a video. Right. And then I got, 98 views. So that one was not very good. Then I kind of started posting, to figure it out. So I've been posting 3 times a day. If you're brand new, I would recommend, honestly, it takes you like about 2 or 3 minutes to film and get a video up. So I've been doing 3 a day just because, my full-time job is, making money online and selling my products online. So it takes me about 20 minutes to get all my TikTok videos done per day. So if you have 20 minutes, I would say do 3 a day. If you don't, that's okay, but just do 1 a day to start. But hey, if you're taking this seriously and you want to see results as fast as possible, do 3 a day. So there you go. All right, so let's go ahead and just take a look at some videos that did a little bit better. All right, so this one actually has been getting me a lot of engagement. I've got 744 views, and I think I uploaded this maybe 2 hours, or not 2 hours, 2 days ago. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and we'll watch this one. I'll talk through it, and then I'll show you how I'm converting this into leads and sales. All right, so Let's watch that glorious moment when you find out that the only two things you need to make $900 daily pay are one, a desire for more money, and two, the willingness to learn a new skill. If you have these two things, comment ready down below and I'll send you the next steps to get started for free. That glorious moment. Okay, so that's it. Very simple video. And I kind of have been figuring out what's working is this exact PayPal screenshot of before I was doing PayPal screenshots of even larger amounts like $5,000 or $8,000. And someone who's a brand new beginner, which is kind of what I'm targeting here on TikTok, they might not really think that that's realistic, for them. If they're just starting out, they might think, oh my gosh, this guy's, getting $8,000 payments. That's not realistic for me. Like, I'm not really interested in that. Like, it's honestly, it's kind of out of reach. So I've been noticing that this PayPal screenshot has been doing better just because it's more in reach for beginners, right? So I have that. And then the components of the video, I've got a couple things, all right? So the script, that's probably the most important part. All right, so I've got a script, and then I also have the text. So basically in TikTok, you can create, or you can automatically create captions. It'll create captions for you of what you're saying. So I don't even have to type this out. It'll just do it for me automatically. But if we go back to the script, that glorious moment when you find out that so that glorious moment when you find out that the only two things you need to make $900 a day. So basically I get to that within 5 seconds. Because remember, on TikTok, people are scrolling on their iPhone or their smartphone. And if you don't get them within the first 5 seconds, they're not gonna watch the rest of the video and they're not gonna convert into a lead. All right, so again, within the first 5 seconds, they see this PayPal $1,000. They also are starting to read this. If I have these two qualities, type ready to learn how people are making $900 to $1,400 daily on TikTok. And within the first 5 seconds of the script, I basically tell them, hey, there's only two things you need to make money on TikTok. And people are like, oh, that's interesting. Like, what are the two things? Like, that sounds good to me, right? So I hook them in the first 5 seconds. And I think that's the key to why this video has been performing well. And you can see I have 12 comments, so that's 12 leads. I don't know why it isn't showing, but I replied to all of the leads. So for whatever reason, it's not showing that. Oops. Okay, wait, I want to go back to the other. Here we go. That glorious moment when you find out that the only two things you need to make $900 daily pay are one, a desire for more money. Then I get into the two things. What are the two things that people need to make this kind of money on TikTok? One, I tell them it's a desire for more money. Okay, well, that's true, but duh, they obviously have a desire for more money. If this stopped them and this kept them watching the video, the PayPal screenshot and how to make $900 to $14 a day. Duh, they obviously have quality number one, they want more money. So that's good, because then my audience that's watching this video is probably going to keep watching to find out what the second thing is. And two, the willingness to learn a new skill. Two, the willingness to learn a new skill. So that's true. If they're not making this much money on TikTok and they want to be, they obviously have to learn a new skill. And the reality is most people, when you put it that way, that sounds very reasonable. It sounds like, okay, all I got to do is learn one skill, right? And that's true. You got to learn a skill to make money on TikTok. So by the time people get here, they're like, okay, I'm interested. I want to learn, what is this skill? If you have these two things, comment ready down below and I'll send you the next steps to get started for free. Okay, then I tell them if they want to learn what the skill is and they want more money, they have to comment ready on the video and then I'll send them more. All right, so you'll see a bunch of people commented ready. And then basically what I do is I reply. I don't know. I think it's probably because I'm just not logged in on my computer, because I do this all from my phone. Maybe you can't see my reply, but basically what I did is I said, hey, awesome, go to this link and put your email in and you'll get all the next steps. Also, I DM some of them. I try to not come off as spammy, but I DM some of them and also say hey, here's the link, again, to get started. So basically I just put them into a sales funnel. And also I can convert them with like a DM conversation or a chat conversation. So this comes down to your product and your service, right? And we're going to get more into this in other videos. So I recommend that you follow, subscribe to the channel, because the actual sales process itself, it doesn't even really have anything to do with TikTok, right? It can be applied for any platform like Facebook, Instagram, anything like that. That process is the same, right? So once you've got someone interested and you send them to either a link or a funnel, or you're having a chat conversation with them, that's kind of more into the actual sales process, which I can help you do. All right. So right here in this video, we're really just talking about how we're going to get people from TikTok into our sales process, into our sales funnel, convert them into leads, and eventually convert them into customers. All right. So again, in this one, I'll start having a chat with them, and I'll also send them to a sales funnel. And then, some people are going to convert right from the sales funnel. So this is a really great product that converts to like a couple $100. And then I also am having chats with them too. Again, if you don't like having DM conversations with people, you don't have to do it. It's definitely not required, but it is a really good skill. I think it's a very high value skill. I've closed, multiple $1,000 deals with no phone call and just DMs. So it's actually a very worthwhile skill to learn. So if you want to learn more about like the actual sales process, how to sell products online through any social media, it doesn't have to just be TikTok, then what I recommend you do is actually come join me in my free school group. It's completely free. I'll show you more about all the different skills that you want to put together so that you can make money on TikTok, you can make money on YouTube, you can make money on Instagram, you can make a full-time income just from social media. So I'm going to put that link down below. Highly recommend that you follow me there, or that you come join us there. That way you can just get, the full scene. There's only so much that I can show in this little video. But yeah, that was a short overview of, how I've been getting people interested in my products on TikTok. All right. And again, you don't have to overthink it. Like, please don't overthink it. It's very, very simple. TikTok is kind of like one of those platforms where the less you overthink it, the better. You'll very quickly find out what works and what doesn't work. Here's another example right here. Well, actually, I want to show you this funny one. So again, that was an example of a YouTube or a TikTok video where I kind of, I put thought into the script. This one, I just kind of hopped on a trend, right? So today, the day that I'm filming this is Valentine's Day. And I filmed this video yesterday. I used a Valentine's Day song. And you'll see right here, it's kind of silly. It's actually very silly. But this one's been this apart really quick, and then we'll be done with this video. Basically, first thing, again, I'm hooking them with the same PayPal screenshot. That's going to catch people's attention who want to make more money. And then I just have this text on here. It says, when you learn that one skill that brings you daily paydays like this, working from home, comment, learn, and I'll show you how you can start it too. And it's kind of funny, and it's a relevant song right now because, again, it is Valentine's Day. So we'll see if this picks up even more, but I think it's got a couple hundred views so far, and you can see I posted it 18 hours ago, and I've got some people already commenting, wanting to learn more. And there's also practice. So today you're gonna. Yeah, that's about it. So again, you got a mix of like planned out content and also just kind of funny, silly content. And then, so basically that's really how simple it is. If you want to learn, again, the sales process to actually sell your digital products, or if you don't even know what product you're going to sell, I actually have a way that you can make money selling products that are already created and already done for you. So go ahead, join the free school group, and I'll tell you more about how you can do that.